the continent. Didier, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to News and Views.
Good morning to you and to your viewers.
Right, let's get right into it. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we'll start with just how credible this announcement of withdrawal from Uvira by M23 is. And in your assessment, do you see this as a genuine shift or a tactical repositioning of some sort?
Thank you very much for your question. I would like firstly to situate the context of this announcement.
Sure.
Yes, remember, according to the government, what is happening in the eastern of DRC, it is not the rebels that are up to that. It is Rwanda government that is attacking is invading the eastern DRC. So remember, it is after the announcement of Rwandese government to withdraw from eastern DRC that the rebels also announced. So this is confirming that what is happening, it is not rebels M23 that are attacking national army. It is the Rwandese armies that are attacking, invading DRC. So this is what it was. I think it was very important to specify. Yes, it's a cautious hope because we know many times the government of Rwanda is not able to respect agreements, to respect ceasefire. So we hope that this time that withdrawal from Uvira is real, but we still have some skepticism in the sense that we don't know exactly for how long that will be true or what is going to happen. So that is the current situation that we are facing.
Let's talk about the reality on the ground and maybe what you're gathering from those that are in Uvira at this current moment, because there are reports that suggest that, while rebels have declared a withdrawal, many residents still see armed fighters within the city. How are civilians on the ground interpreting this announcement, and what kind of conditions are they facing at this current moment?
The conditions of people from Uvira is not well. As you remember, people running away from the conflict. Some are more like 85,000 people cross the border to Burundi, and the situation is very bad there, and they are not sure that the withdrawal is going to be effective. And not only in Uvira. Remember, just after taking off Uvira, the rebels and the Rwanda army, they were advancing. So it is not only about the situation in Uvira, even around Uvira. So the situation is very, very, very bad. Remember, just for these few days, more than 400 people were killed. So the situation is not, humanitarian situation is not okay.
There was a statement from the M23, which follows, I think, significant pressure from international actors, especially from Donald Trump in the US. From your perspective, how much influence do you think external powers genuinely have on the trajectory of the Congolese conflict?
To be honest, rebels to M23 on it or themselves, they don't have any power to be involved in that conflict. So they are backed by Rwanda. And remember, a few days ago, the M23 were claiming that they are not part of Washington agreements.
Mm.
They were not part of a Washington agreement. Whatever decision is going to be taken there, they will not be involved. So suddenly, after the pressure from USA, they decided to withdraw. So that is to say, what they declare and what is on the ground is totally different. And even if it, they say it's a unilateral withdrawal, but we know that is the pressure from USA that they are withdrawing from Uvira. What is coming next? We can't predict that. We don't know, but we hope that this withdrawal, we want to be the signal of the end of the invasion of Rwandese army and rebels to withdraw from Eastern DRC, because many people died, many people are suffering, and the situation is not really okay. So we hope that this is the starting of the withdrawal from not Uvira. We have also Goma and Bukavu. So let's hope that this is the beginning of the total withdrawal from Eastern DRC.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of total withdrawal, the M23 has attached some conditions when it comes to the demilitarization of Uvira. They cited civilian protection, neutral monitoring. In practical terms, who should be responsible for these guarantees for the M23, and how realistic are they in the current context?
Yes, I remember this again is something that we need to situate that into the agreement. And the agreement provided that the withdrawal from, firstly, it was from Goma and Bukavu, and then there will be international force that will come to monitor and check that all troops were withdrawn from the scene of. So this is part of what international community need to be done in order to put in place a neutral place to make sure that the withdrawal is effective. So it's just about the peace agreement, Washington agreement, that also provides the mechanism of monitoring and mechanism of controlling if all parties are withdrawing from Uvira. So that again, it is a question which the condition which is not easy, because we know previously that it was a national army that were controlling Uvira. So to give that condition of neutral army to control that part, I'm not sure if that can be easily applied.
Let's talk about the broader peace process, because I think this announcement of withdrawal intersects with broader peace talks under the Doha framework and other diplomatic efforts. Does this development almost create a real opening for peace, maybe, or maybe distract from necessary political solutions that are needed at this current moment? How would you analyze them?
Yes, remember, there was 2 lines of agreement. We have M23. We focused on agreement in Doha, and the government with Rwanda were involved in agreement in what we call Washington Agreement. So the one from Doha is still in process, but what came out from those agreements, Doha Agreement, is the organization of national dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
The national dialogue. So this is what was in terms of news in DRC everywhere, in capital Kinshasa everywhere. It was about organizing dialogue. But again, on dialogue national, the context of dialogue was not yet specified, because some were saying, according to the government, they cannot go to dialogue with those who took armies to kill people. And some were saying that we need to have inclusive dialogue with those who took armies. So this was the context of that. I think the debate remains about organizing national dialogue to put everybody together and talk about crisis in DRC. But again, the government was saying, yes, we're going to have a dialogue, since we know that what is happening in Eastern DRC is organized by Rwanda. Why not having dialogue with Rwanda? So that is the reason of Washington Agreement between Rwanda and government, DRC government. So that is the context now.
Most definitely. Didier, thank you so much for joining us. I think it was really, really wonderful connecting with you throughout the year and getting those updates and analysis from you. I really appreciate you giving us your time, and hope you have a happy new year.
Thank you very much.
There we go. That was Didier Kabwe from the Congolese Solidarity Campaign, offering a perspective on the announcement that the M23 rebel coalition will withdraw from Uvira, a city that was, I think, heavily under siege. And this is a move that I think offers cautious hope, but as always, comes wrapped in serious doubts. As always, we'll continue following the situation closely. For now, I think we can all agree that peace remains an aspiration on the ground in the Eastern DRC in particular, and is one measured not just by headlines, but by the daily reality of civilians that are caught in a conflict that has defied resolution for decades. We'll continue following DRC, and this has been our #Africa Focus feature. You listen to News and Views. We'll be back after this short break.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries.